you thought I would just stand here all day and not say something? Well, here's I'm about to say something. Hello and welcome to the show. It's called All About My Car, honey, and it's in the safest, favoriteest place in this whole world, Delhi. Watch me take you on a ride. On the show today, we have a man with bikes. Not one, not two, but three. And a Jaguar. And also cars that have been displayed in 1/3 their size, but all their glory. What I promise I always deliver. I told you a man with not one, not two, but three bikes. Now what you're going to see is, well, it's like asking a parent who's your favorite child. Or suggesting that that child is the parent's favorite out of the three. Okay, I tend to babble, but the point is, you're about to see a BSA owned by a gentleman called Deshdeepak, who will also show you two of his other very nice children.
When you think government employee, you think a man with a bachelor pad, an entourage of friends, a soft corner for dogs, and a whole backyard for restoring bikes, right? That's exactly what we found. Meet Deshdeepak, a young bachelor living in Delhi with a keen eye for two-wheelers. His passion started like any other average Joe's, for the love of the machines.
I used to ride my father's Lambretta. Once I was in school, my father used to come back from school and my father used to come back from office. He used to give us a ride on a scooter on a Lambretta. That was way back in probably early 80s, I guess. I was a toddler then. And then I used to ride this Lambretta and I taught my sister, I taught my neighbors and everybody, a lot of people. And I had a lot of races in the colony on the Lambretta. Lambretta always I liked. Then my mother used to own a BSA and I found it rather cute and very different. So I was always into things which are a little different and offbeat probably. The old bikes, I thought probably, probably trying to look different at that point of time, way back in college, once everybody was into Japanese bikes and all these British and American bikes really fascinated me. I was started collecting with the BS and also I've got a couple of vintage bikes now and people in the colony, people around and probably relate me with vintage bikes and scooters. And whatever I bought, I'm just trying to restore them. I'm not buying any more, but I'm just trying to do them again.
We had been told that there were some really nice bikes to be seen at Deepak's house. What did we find? Well, it's about time we told you. First up, the BSA.
Well, this is a BSA 500cc called the BSA M20. And it is a war model which was used during the World War II. Basically for army people, for dispatchers and for postal means, and during the war also it was used during World War. The colonels used to sit in the sidecar and the constable or the soldier, whatever, used to ride it. He used to have a gun mounted. BSA stands for Birmingham Small Arms. They used to manufacture all these guns and weapons during the World War II. So during the World War only they started making motorcycles and cycles also, and paratroopers also for that matter. So this is BSA, a war model, a girdle fork. It is a rigid model, doesn't have shockers, but a very reliable and a very silent machine. And this particular model is a war model which was used during the World War II from 39 to 45. So this model should be about, I think must have been manufactured between 1940, 41 or maybe 39 also. You call it WM20, that's war model 20 I guess. And it is a rigid model, doesn't have shockers. Very reliable, and swift also. This is a 500cc motorcycle. It's a sidewall. You call it a sidewall model and runs on a magneto. Doesn't have a battery to start. Runs on a magneto. It's rigid, as you see. It's got springs over here. It's got the girder fork, and you can adjust it according to the terrain of the road. According to the terrain, for that matter. It's rigid. Doesn't have shockers. It has a cycle stand. It also has a desert stand for side mounting.
We told you he's a bike lover. We told you he's a dog lover. They say a dog takes after his master. And we found a dog who's as passionate about bikes as you and me.
Tyler, I got him about, I think, 2004. And that is the time I got this vehicle from, I was posted in Allahabad and I came to Delhi on a posting. I got this bike along with me. Initially I did it in Allahabad, then I did it in my backyard here only. Tyler was a little baby and I'm a bachelor and I stay here with my dogs only. So I used to take him everywhere, wherever I used to go, and he used to be my buddy. So since then he's very, he can understand the noise, the voice, every sound, any sound in the bike he can relate to. So as soon as I start the bike, he's the first one to jump on the tank. This BSA I bought in Allahabad, and I've joined my services there. And I did this in my backyard once I came to Delhi. It's a very low budget restoration. I have not modified anything. I have not bought anything new. This is just the old stuff, the old junk, and I've just painted, chromed, and did the engine. Minor repairs here with the help of Mr. Ahmed, uncle. He's a old guy who's into old vehicles. Basically, he knows about technical know-how of things. I also work with him on weekends. So we did it here, we painted it here, we did the engine here. Everything is in-house in this backyard of mine, and a very low budget restoration. I got it in 1996, I think, and had very, very little money that time, so I had to save every penny to get this. And it is very reliable. Fortunately, it's been very reliable. It's a very low budget restoration, very cheap paint, everything. So, and basically it's very close to my heart. I ride it every day. It's given me zero trouble. One kick start whenever I want to ride it, any time of the day, winters, monsoons, any time. This bike has gone for every trip. It is most reliable. It is the cheapest, very low budget restoration. We've gone to Shimla, we went to Jaipur, we went to Agra, I think I'd run at least 10-12 rallies. The rallies, and I have ride it almost every day. It's like probably any weekend you can see at India Gate or Khan Market.
Yo, collaborate and listen. Dhruv is back with a brand new invention. It is called a break. You take a break, I'll take a break, and I'll be back with some more music. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's at times like this that I want a really large bell going clang, 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 clang. Ladies and gentlemen, round two. Which basically means you're going to get to see Desh Deepak's other two beauties, which is a Vespa scooter and a Norton Dominator. And here's a little bit of trivia for you. The Norton Dominator is the same bike used in the movie called Motorcycle Diaries, which is based on the life of Che Guevara. Now, if you don't know who Che is, viva la revolución.
There was something distinct about the next bike we were about to see. Something about a movie and about motorcycles and life. Remember the movie Motorcycle Diaries? Remember that Norton? Well, that's exactly what we found next.